Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome back to the beta, ladies and gentlemen. Call of Duty World War II's multiplayer servers are now officially online for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. So people who have an early copy of the game can now play Call of Duty World War II online, and as a result, tons of news and information is flooding the internet right now, and I'm going to try my best to round it all up for you guys here in this video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. First things first, new content, right? There, of course, was a lot of speculation going around that once the online servers were activated, that suddenly a bunch of maps and kill streaks and stuff like that that was missing from the game would suddenly appear. Turns out that's not really the case. There are still only 9 multiplayer maps in the game, and score streaks that were leaked previously, like the V2 rocket and the advanced recon aircraft, are still missing from the game. It appears that there is going to be no nuke-style kill streak within Call of Duty World War II, but today, Michael Condrey did make this reply on Twitter, saying that if they were to design a hidden streak for Call of Duty World War II, it would take much more work than a nuke. That says to me there is a hidden kill streak in the game, so there is still hope out there that there's going to be another update before launch, which actually adds more score streaks, maybe even more maps and more content to the game in general. We're going to have to see, but right now, in terms of new score streaks, new maps, and stuff like that, there is no new information to actually give you guys, despite the online servers becoming activated. Next up, let's talk about supply drops. The headquarters is active, people can play around in there, and in the headquarters, you can open up supply drops, and how you do it is actually incredible. So if you want to check out a video, I'll put a link to it down there in the description, where you can watch a player open a supply drop. What you do is you throw down a signal like you would for a care package, and a supply drop comes down from the sky. You can then open it, and the items just kind of float in front of you. You're not taken out of the world because you can still see things happening in the background, because the headquarters, of course, is like a living, breathing place full of players. So that's actually pretty incredible looking. But what is kind of worrying, though, is the player received 250 XP for opening their supply drop, and everything in that video is in German, so I'm like, what the heck? Do you get 250 XP every time you open up a supply drop? That's freaking ridiculous. But people who can actually read the language, they say that he actually completed a challenge. Like, there's a challenge when you first enter the headquarters to, like, go explore everything pretty much, and you get XP for doing so, and one of those things is opening a supply drop. So it appears it's a one-time thing. I hope that's the case, because imagine if you got 250 XP every time you open a supply drop. That would be stupid. That would be freaking ridiculous. And also, apparently the supply drop system is going to be rather similar to Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm having a hard time actually confirming this, because Activision is taking down pretty much everything that is being posted online today, but apparently it's rather similar to the system we see in Modern Warfare Remastered, which is pretty good, because in my opinion, the Modern Warfare Remastered system is a good one, minus them actually locking weapons behind supply drops. But aside from that, like, the actual system itself where you get currency and you can unlock things, like, that entire system is actually pretty great. So that would be a good sign for Call of Duty World War II going forward, assuming, of course, they keep everything cosmetic only. And speaking of cosmetic only, today we got our first look at the weapon variants that are going to be in the game. For those that don't know, Call of Duty World War II will have cosmetic weapon variants, where basically the weapons will look a little bit different, sort of similar to the weapon kits that we see in Modern Warfare Remastered. I saw a variant today, though, that was not exactly cosmetic only. It was for the MG15, and I wish I could link you guys to it, but again, Activision removed the entire post. But it was a variant of the MG15, an epic variant, which I think is the highest tier of rarity for variants in the game. And what it did was it awarded you 10% more XP while using the weapon. So the gun doesn't actually give you any advantages to make you a better player and kill other people easier or anything like that, but I wouldn't call it cosmetic only either, because you get more XP, sort of similar to the weapons that we see in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. I'm not personally against it, but it is kind of weird. They've said time and time again, cosmetic only, when there are in fact variants that are not exactly cosmetic only. They do actually give you a benefit that normal guns do not. So we're going to have to see how it plays out. I assume there are going to be different types of variants available with different effects, and we will likely have to wait until launch to see them all. Next up, let's talk about camos and camo challenges. There will be gold and diamond camos in Call of Duty World War II, just like we've seen in previous years. Gold looks to be the final camo that you unlock for a particular weapon, and diamond is earned for unlocking gold on all weapons within a single category, just like we've seen in Call of Duty years past. This means there could be a dark matter equivalent out there that has yet to be discovered, because if you get diamond for every weapon category, what happens then? I assume there is going to be a camo for that, but we don't know what that is right now. And camo challenges appear to be similar to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Earn 100 headshots and then complete 5 different challenges, purchase, and then of course you are rewarded with the gold camo. Do that for every single gun in the category. Then you of course get the diamond camo, kind of similar to what we've seen previously, but of course the camos look different as they do every single year, and there are different camos in this game as compared to previous years. Next up, let's talk about combat records and leaderboards. Not a ton of information here, but I would like to say apparently everybody's combat record and stats can be viewed by anybody. There are some years where they basically block all of that to make it so nobody can see your stuff, and then there are other years where everybody can see everybody's stuff, and it appears this is going to be one of those years where everybody can see everybody. Next, let's talk about customization. You can earn a kill counter and a clan tag for your weapon by prestiging it like you could in previous years, and apparently you can customize your character and uniform for both the Allied and the Axis forces. There is currently some controversy about the Axis forces. People are saying maybe you can't actually do that, but it appears you can based off the images and the information I've read online today. Next up, ping bars. Ping bars are in fact going to be in Call of Duty World War II. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out an image, I'll put a link to it down there in the video's description. It's not exactly the ping number that we were hoping for, but after playing a year of Modern Warfare Remastered and never having any indication whatsoever of what the connection is like in that lobby, this is a breath of fresh air. I am still mad that Raven Software did not add freaking ping bars to Modern Warfare Remastered. And again, I wish we had ping numbers. Numbers are always better than bars, but at the very least, we have bars this year, which is a step up from what we saw during the beta. And finally, we have ranked play. It looks like the first season of ranked play will begin on December 1st, which I think is actually a really good thing, right? If it were there at launch, people would be jumping right into it and playing quote-unquote competitively when they have no idea what they're doing. They don't know what the weapons are like. They've never played on these maps before. It wouldn't make a ton of sense, right? So this gives fans time to adjust to the game and learn the game, and maybe even start playing game battles and stuff like that to prepare for the first ranked season of play. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here in this video. Thank you all so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and stay tuned to the channel here because I assume over the course of the coming days, we are going to be seeing a lot more leaks, a lot more news, and a lot more information, and I will do my best to keep you guys up to date with everything as it becomes available. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.